Welcome everybody on the ABL live stream to a sold-out CIS arena here in Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam, where the home team Saigon Heat are taking on the visiting Malaysia Dragons. Right now, the Malaysia Dragons are being introduced, and they are hungry. They are a confident team coming off 2 wins in a row, leaving them at 2nd place in the ASEAN ABL basketball standings. I'm your host, Darren Joe, and I'll be commentating the game for you here. Glad to have you on the live stream, folks. It's going to be a really exciting game between 2 of the top teams in the league. If we look at the Saigon Heat lineup, we see that we have MVP candidate Justin Williams starting at center with Froy Bagyan and Viet Arnold in the backcourt, Leo Avenido at small forward, and Dustin Scott rounding out the lineup at power forward. Justin Williams, as we can see, having an absolutely fantastic season, averaging 19 points and almost 19 rebounds a game. Hong Ya Lan, one of the up-and-coming Vietnamese national players. Tran Tien Tân, who plays power forward and center. And crowd favorite, Van Tran Man, who has a lot of offensive game and is the primary backup on the Saigon Heat. And what can you say about Dustin Scott? Just a very versatile power forward, does a little bit of everything, and is the glue to this Saigon Heat team. Froy Bagyan, the league leader in assists and steals from the Philippines, the engine that keeps this Saigon team Heat running, and Leo Avenido. Can he respond from a 1-9 shooting game against the high-tech Bangkok City and come up with a better shooting performance? And of course, Viet Arnold, the ASEAN heritage player for the Saigon Heat. The referees for this game, head referee is Ricor Boiron, Johan Christiana, and Meo Kok Eng will be our officials for tonight's game. And now we're going to take a brief break for the 2 national anthems of Malaysia and Vietnam. That's a rousing national anthem for Malaysia, a country that has been through so much in the past few months. Maybe basketball can help this country focus on positive. Welcome back to CIS Stadium, where we have a sold-out arena here in Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam. The Saigon Heat crowd, infamous in the ASEAN Basketball League as being one of the most boisterous and crazy crowds in the league. And this play, the energy is palpable. So what are the keys to today's game? Well, the Saigon Heat have lost their last 2 games. A heartbreaker to the Singapore Slingers, and just recently, a few days ago, to the high-tech Bangkok City, the #1 and undefeated team in the league. And it's a crazy, tough month for the Saigon Heat. They have 8 games in the month of August, and this is their 4th game already. And they only have 2 home games in this whole stretch. So, will the Saigon Heat be fatigued? Coach Jason Rapidow electing to play his starting lineup for the majority of the last 2 games. In fact, Justin Williams played 40 minutes in both the games against the Singapore Slingers and high-tech Bangkok City. He has not sat down for 1 minute in the last 2 games, and he was definitely looking fatigued at the end of the last game. So will fatigue be a factor for this Saigon Heat team that has one of the strongest starting 5 lineups in the whole league with very little bench production? In fact, in the last 5 games, the bench has scored 0, 2, 4, 5, and 0 points. So the Saigon Heat really need that boost of point scoring off their bench, but more importantly, the energy that the bench can bring and help out the Saigon Heat bigs and their guards. Now, it's the exact opposite for the Malaysia Dragons. The Malaysia Dragons have won their last 2 games, defeating the Indonesia Warriors and the Singapore Slingers. They're a confident squad. This is only their 4th game of the season, but they're coming off a 2-game win streak, and the last game they played was a week ago, so they're very well rested. And the Malaysia Dragons have one of the most imposing and intimidating front courts in the league. I'm sitting here, Darren Joe, courtside, and I'm looking at the Malaysia Dragon team right now, and I can tell you, they are a big, tall, physically strong team. Oi Ban Sin, who is the point guard and captain of the team, is their shortest player, and even he is a big point guard in this league. So we have Oi Ban Sin at point guard, Lo Shi Fai at shooting guard, streaky 3-point shooter, Chris Eversley, who is one of the most versatile players in the league and is leading the Malaysia Dragons in scoring with 19.3 points a game. And of course, how can you forget about Mo Tatua and Justin Knox, who are both shoot over 50% from the field and are both lead leaguers in points and rebounds. So the Malaysia Dragons, a very deep team, a very big team. Can they tire out the Saigon Heat imports of Justin Williams and Dustin Scott? That's going to be a big factor in this game, whether Justin Williams and Dustin Scott can stay fresh and can stay out of foul trouble. And here we go for tip-off at CIS Arena. The tip is won by the Dragons. What can you say about Oi Ban Sin playing with a lot of confidence this year? And that's a beautiful backdoor cut from Chris Eversley. Lo Shi Fai just misses out on the assist, and Chris Eversley will go to the free throw line. Chris Eversley is a great young talent in the ASEAN Basketball League. Played his college basketball at Cal Poly, which is a Division I school in the United States. He had an off shooting game in the last game, shot 4 for 16 against the Warriors, but he's definitely one of the most dynamic players in this league. Who is going to be able to stop him today here in Saigon? So Eversley connects on both free throws. And Dustin Scott, this is different, bringing up the ball. So usually Froy Bagyon is bringing up the ball, but they're giving Viet Arnold the isolation. Scott for 3, doesn't connect, and it'll be Malaysia Dragon ball. The Saigon Heat are very reliant on 3-point shooting. In fact, they have 3 out of the top 5 3-point attempts for players come from the Saigon Heat, as we see, wow, Justin Williams skying for the block on Oi Ban Sin, and just gets the crowd fired up here. Justin Williams, of course, second in the league in block shots. One of the best, if not the best defender in the league. And here we go. The Saigon Heat playing man defense. Oi Ban Sin gets it to Datua, to Knox. Good ball movement, and he takes it with a beautiful left-handed bank shot. That's a great offense from the former Tar Heel. Baggion with the turnover, and here comes Eversley, and he's going to slow down the offense. Viet Arnold. Wow. And Lo Shifai bringing the rain from the three-point line, and the Malaysia Dragons are red hot to start off this first period. They're up 7-0, and we've only played a minute and a half here at CIS Arena. Can the Saigon Heat get on the board? Oh, almost another turnover. Avenido trapped, but somehow draws the foul. And the Saigon Heat need to gather themselves here, get on the board. Leo Avenido leads the ASEAN Basketball League with 9 3-pointers. So he's made the most 3-pointers in the league this year. Also, the Saigon Heat's best free throw shooter, as you just saw, knocking down his first free throw. Leo averaging 75% from the free throw line this year. And maybe making those 2 free throws will get his confidence up. And there's a steal from Froy Baggion. Dustin Scott gets it back to Baggion. Arnold's open for the 3. No good. And Mo Tatua cleans up the rebound. It is so loud in this arena, I can barely hear what I'm saying, folks. Eversley on Arnold, gets it back to Tatua for 3, short. But taps his own rebound to Eversley, recovered by Knox, and that's a slam dunk by Justin Knox. And right away we can see the size of the Malaysia Dragons already getting to the Saigon Heat. It's Eversley's second shot at point-blank range this quarter. And we have a foul on the floor. It's number 25, Justin Knox with his first foul. Second team foul for the Dragons. Each team has allowed 5 team fouls before going into the penalty. 5 fouls per period. Avenido trying to dish it to Dustin Scott. It's really crowded in the paint there, and almost another turnover, but the Heat will recover the ball. Down by 7 points with 7 minutes left to go in this first period. Froy Baggion to Arnold. Can't connect, but guess who's there? The lead leaguer in rebounds, Justin Williams, with the rebound and the putback. And then, as we can see, Viet Arnold rims in and out with his shot. Justin Williams with the rebound and the nice putback. Tatua with a beautiful spin move gets Justin Williams in the air and then smartly initiates the contact to draw the foul. And that's Justin Williams' first foul. So Mo Tatua, what a season Mo Tatua is having. Probably has the most highlights this year in the AirAsia ASEAN Basketball League. With his vicious throwdowns, one of the most explosive leapers in this league, and so exciting to watch. Mo calmly connects on his free throws. We see a full court press here from the Dragons. Arnold gets it to Avenido, hiding out in the corner. His first 3, no good. Tatua skies for the board, and the Dragons pushing the pace. Ban Sin back to Tatua, wide open lane, takes it all the way, can't draw the foul. No. and the Heat recover the rebound. And here comes Roy Baggia. Arnold to Williams, foul. And that's the type of ball movement that Coach Drayson Rabidow would love to see. Arnold, the quick pass to Justin Williams, who just overpowers Lo Shi-Fai down on the block. Justin Williams will go back to the line, already with 2 points. Justin Williams not shooting very well from the stripe this year. And that continues with his miss. Justin Williams shooting 31% from the free throw line this year, so not a very good free throw shooter, but knocking 1 out of 2 there. And we have a brand new player for the Malaysia Dragons in the court as Eversley knocks it down from downtown. Wow, what a shot. Eversley showing his versatility. Williams giving him way too much space, and it's good, but the new player for the Malaysia Dragons is Avery Scherer, who is in to replace Rashawn McCarthy, who played the first 3 games for the Dragons. You can see the replay here. Tatua just misses there on the replay. We have a foul on Oiban Sin, being very aggressive on defense against Froy Baggion. Here's the boos from the crowd, this very vocal crowd who loves Froy Baggion, supporting their local player. But talking about Avery Scherer, he was the Malaysian National Basketball League Player of the Year, where he averaged close to 20 points, 6 rebounds a game, and 7 assists per game. So let's see if he can bring that same skill and performance to the ASEAN Basketball League. Meanwhile, Arnold thinks about the 3. Avenido doesn't think about it. He fires it up, but misses. Ooh, almost a turnover there from Oiban Sin, the captain. They go to Mo Tatua against Dustin Scott with a turnaround left-handed shot. No good, but Mo Tatua showing just a lot of great offensive moves, just didn't finish that time. Baggion, a master at the pick and roll, gets it to Dustin Scott, short on the 3, and that's his second miss, Dustin Scott from 3. Ooh, Avery Scherer with a now you see it, now you don't, gets it to Eversley, and that's a bad sign for the Saigon Heat, folks. Chris Eversley drills his second 3-pointer. Ooh, and he puts the Dragons, who are on fire, up 17-5. We'll be right back.
Như chúng ta cũng đã thấy được rất là nhiều khó khăn ở sân nhà này. Bởi vậy tất cả mọi người có thể cùng bảo một lần nữa chia cho Sài Gòn được không ạ?
Wow, and is Chris Eversley from the Malaysia Dragons, the Heat killer. He is absolutely on fire, knocking down 2 threes, giving him 8 points, 8 out of the Dragons' 17 points. So Chris Eversley is just coming out absolutely on fire. Who is going to be able to stop him and guard him from the Saigon Heat? Is it going to be Avenito? Is it going to be Viet Arnold, the ASEAN, the import for the Saigon Heat? So here we go. With 5 minutes left, the Dragons have established a commanding 12-point lead already in the first period. The Heat looking to find their rhythm on offense as Baggion finds the seam. It's a great move by Fro Baggion, covered by Justin Williams, who cleaned up the trash and is back at the free throw line again. As we see the replay, Baggion, or not the replay. Justin Williams looking really good in this first quarter, but will the past 2 games catch up with him? You know, playing 40 minutes against the High-Tech Bangkok City and the Slingers. So Justin Williams, hasn't taken off 1 minute in the past 2 games. Misses the free throw. Number 55, Quek Tian Nguyen for the Malaysia Dragons has checked in for Justin Knox. So you can see that Coach Ariel Vanguardia has a really deep bench to go to here for the Dragons, and he has said in interviews that he really wants to use these first few games of the season to really give his bench players a lot of experience and confidence. So can he use that deep bench? Wow, as Tatua knocks down a beautiful 20-footer. To wear down the Saigon Heat. And there's a steal from Avery Scherer, making his presence felt in his first game in this league. Scherer gets to Quek. Eversley, thought about the 3, but didn't take it. Baggion, with a beautiful pass to Williams, who can't finish, and the crowd so disappointed. Can't believe it. Here's Scherer. Misses, and who's there? Mo Tatua with the throwdown as he curses into the crowd. Mo Tatua is bringing his A game, folks. Look at this sequence. Scherer misses the layup, and Tatua comes flying out of the sky for the putback. Arnold scores a 3 to stop the bleeding for the Saigon Heat, but they are reeling right now in this first period. The Dragons, too big, too organized right now. And we have a foul on the floor. That's going to be number 55. Hold on, miscommunication here. So that's, I'm sorry, a foul called on Viet Arnold. No? All right, there's... Okay, that was the second foul for Viet Arnold in the first period, and the Dragon size is already beginning to affect the Saigon Heat. Viet Arnold, who plays the guard position, is having to box out a much bigger number 55, Quek Tian Nguyen. Meanwhile, Dustin Scott with a left-handed shot, and beautiful play from Dustin Scott. 5 points in a row for him, narrowing the lead to 11 points for the Dragons. And Coach Rabideau still keeping Viet Arnold in the game, even with 2 fouls. Oh, Eversley, beautiful pass to Avery Scherer. And Eversley again showing that he can do everything on the floor. Pass, shoot, crash the boards. Eversley, one of the most dynamic players in this league. Justin Williams, baseline move against Tian Nguyen, no good. Scherer gets the board, has the speed, takes it all the way, and that's an easy finish for Avery Scherer, who is just has that swagger and bounce to his game. He doesn't feel like he can be stopped. As you see the replay there, he wasn't. And the starting 5 for Saigon Heat struggling to get good looks. Arnold, almost a travel there, takes it strong to the hoop, high off the glass, no good. Gets his rebound, no. That's gonna be out. The Saigon Heat, so the Saigon Heat's woes continue in this first period. Viet Arnold, Justin Williams, Dustin Scott all colliding with each other to get their own rebound there. So a little, just not quite in rhythm, Saigon Heat. Tong Wen Kyung checks in for Oi Ban Sin playing the point. Wow. And Kwek taking a three. I didn't know he had that range. Here comes Dustin Scott. Lone bright spot for the Heat. It's another turnover there. And Eversley, so athletic. Gets it to Avery Scherer. And Scherer and Eversley are just killing the Saigon Heat with their speed and their strength. They're just creating all sorts of opportunities for Mo Tatua and their teammates. Saigon Heat still playing a man defense. Eversley bullying Avenito. Step back, no good. Justin Williams gets it to Arnold, who pushes it up the floor. Arnold finds Avenito, his third three, good! Arnold knows he needs to get his teammates involved, and Avenito with the trademark headband squares it up, hits nothing but twine. 27 seconds left in this first period, and there's a foul on the floor. Avenito trying to keep Eversley out of the paint, and Eversley is just too big for Avenito. Avenito, a very wily and smart defender, but just oversized in that matchup. And in comes. Oh, nope. Okay, so not a substitution. And the Dragons will have 26 seconds for one of the final plays of this period. Scherer looking to hit Tattoo on the alley-oop play. Intercepted. He'll have another chance here. Coach Vanguardia screaming out the play, and they get it to Tong Wen Kyung, who's been having an outstanding season for the Dragons. Really great young player. And that's the commentator's curse. Right as I say that, Tong Wen Kyung throws the ball away. There's a foul on Scherer. And because that is the 7th foul, they should be going to free throws. I mean, they have 7 fouls, but looks like the referees aren't aware of that. So, okay, they'll play. So, 15 seconds left. Viet Arnold gets by Tong Wen Kyung. Goes baseline. Gets it to Avenito for the layup. Beautiful play by Viet Arnold. Here comes Scherer for the last shot. Oh, and Scherer hits the three. Woo! As he stares into the crowd. He might as well put his finger to his mouth, because he just silenced that crowd and puts the Malaysia Dragons up 28-14 after the first period. His Dragons teammates loving it, loving that first period from their new teammate. And the Malaysia Dragons are up 28-14. We'll be back for second quarter action in just a minute.
quốc tế Canada. Now we back to the second quarters. The quarters is sponsored by the Canadian International School.
All right, second period about to start here in the sold-out CIS Arena in Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam. And what a show we saw in that first period. Malaysia Dragons breathing fire, on fire, just destroying the Saigon Heat, up 28-14. And wow, I mean, just Chris Eversley and Avery Scherer just distributing the ball beautifully. And the Dragons getting a lot of help off their bench, getting 7 points off the bench. And they had 5 assists in that first period. So here comes Avenito, floater, no good. Dustin Scott with the rebound, put back and one. Wow, what a rebound from, what can you say about Dustin Scott? The most versatile player on the Saigon Heat. He can shoot the three, he can rebound, he can defend. He has an uncanny sense for when he really needs to step up and help his team in different ways. And let's see, you know, he scored 5 straight points in that first period, getting his team, misses the free throw, but at least the Saigon Heat has started positively in this second quarter. So here come the Dragons with Scherer and Wen Kyung in the backcourt. Tatua, who they've gone to multiple times to post up against Dustin Scott, as Scherer misses the three. Oh, stripped by Eversley, who goes back up, but no good. Stripped again. And it will be Saigon Heat ball. But for the Dragons, they have Wen Kyung and Scherer in the backcourt, Eversley at small forward, and John Ng and Justin Knox, who is coming in for Chris Eversley. Saigon Heat, we have Dustin Scott, Froy Baggion, Viet Arnold in the backcourt, Avenito playing small forward, and Justin Williams, the big man, in the middle. So it's the same starting lineup for the Saigon Heat. And there's Avenito for three. No good. And the Saigon Heat so reliant on the three-point shot. If they don't make those, it's going to be a long night for them. Ooh, Tatua. Thought about the three, thought a little too long, and is called for the walk. The Heat really trying to rally behind their team, get them back into this game. Down 12, Wen Kyung playing some great press on Fro Baggion, one of the best ball handlers in the league. Looking for Leo. Oh no. Leo has it. Goes back for the layup and scores. That's Leo now with 8 points in the game, giving his team a boost. Wen Kyung taking Viet Arnold, gets his rebound and goes up for the easy putback. And Wen Kyung averaging almost 3 assists a game, but we can see that he has an offensive arsenal as well. Not afraid to take on Viet Arnold one-on-one. Baggion, beautiful crossover move, too hard off the glass, and here come the Dragons. Scherer, speedy, gets it to Knox with a throwdown, and he's fouled. Oh my goodness gracious, folks. Woo! As we see the replay, Justin Knox took off, flying for the two-handed slam jam. Thank you, ma'am. Wow, and the Dragons are playing with so much confidence and team play right now. They are looking so strong. Woo! And it is as quiet as it will ever be at a Saigon Heat home game. I could hear a pin drop in here. Knox completes the three-point play. He's looking confident and strong. And here comes Viet Arnold. We have Fan Tran Man, shooting guard, small forward, has a lot of offensive game, substitute, giving Froy Baggy on a break. Arnold comes up short, and the Heat shooting woes continue. Shooting 28% in that first period, probably similar in this second period so far. Justin Knox from way outside. Rebound recovered by Tran Man. Ooh, and Arnold with a beautiful move. Takes it to the hole, so we can see that, at least on the Saigon Heat side, as Arnold goes left, and a beautiful finish with the left hand. Glorious finish. Ooh, and Justin Knox right back with the 10-foot jumper. But we can see that Coach Jason Rabideau on offense is trying to get his guards a lot of space and high pick and rolls from the corners. So there's Avenito with a high pick and roll, takes it, gets it back to Scott. Avenito thinks of the three. No, and Justin wide open from the free throw line, misses, and it's going to be Saigon Heat ball. So in comes Shi-Fi. So Shi-Fi checks in for Wen Kyung. So the Dragons with 3 of their local players in, ASEAN import Mo Tatua and Justin Knox in the center position. So Coach Ariel Vanguardia has just a lot of options with the Dragons and the Heat with their starting 5 lineup. Still trailing. Arnold all the way, and one. And David Arnold. That's showtime, folks. Look at that. He goes up with his right, uses his left, just kisses it off the glass. And Viet Arnold has proven in these first 5 games that he's one of the best players in this league. Viet Arnold, mother Mai, was born in Vietnam, so he's an ASEAN heritage player, averaging 14.6 points a game, 3.6 rebounds, and shooting 84% from the free throw line. Misses that one, but he's kept his team alive. Beautiful backdoor pass, rejected from Justin Williams, and maybe that's the defense that will get the Heat crowd pumped up. Scott for 3, go! The Heat have made a run here. Darnell Lo Shi-Fi misses a 3. Rebound to Scott. Gets it up to Man. Oh, he can't finish, but strips the ball and will reset the offense. Man, stuck on the baseline, gets it back out to Dustin Scott. Man for 3, air ball, no good, and here comes Eversley. Dragons up 10. Lo Shi-Fi, wide open, but can't connect. Mo Tatua gets the rebound. And so, let's see if the Dragons can withstand this run from the Saigon Heat. It's a foul on the floor. That's Avenito. His second foul of the game. And there's a timeout on the floor. Coach Ariel Vanguardia wants to talk things over with his team as the Saigon Heat have gone on a 11-7 run to start this second period. We'll be back in just a minute.
All right, ready, set, go!
ASEAN basketball fans, welcome back to CIS Arena. This is your commentator, Darren Joe. We're in the middle of the second period. With 5 minutes left to go, the Malaysia Dragons are up 35-25. The Saigon Heat outscoring the Dragons so far, 11-7 in this period. Viet Arnold with some beautiful drives to and left-handed finishes has kept his team in this game. And let's see if they can continue to claw their way back into this thriller we got going on. So, Oi Ban Sin, the captain, checks back in. Oh, that's the second defensive play from Phan Tran Man, one of the crowd favorites here in Saigon. So 2 great energy hustle plays from Man. The Heat are shooting 33% in this game so far. Man takes it strong to the hoop. Can't finish, but Justin Williams is there. And that's a great sign for the Saigon Heat, folks. If Man can be aggressive and create opportunities, even though he didn't make the shot, Justin Williams' defender had a guard man. That's why Justin Williams was able to get the rebound. But Justin Knox comes right back with a beautiful right-handed hook on Justin Williams. It's a fun matchup to watch, Justin Williams and Justin Knox. Avenito tries to go baseline, but is stripped by Shi-Fi, who gets it up to Eversley. Dustin Scott with a great hustle play, getting back on defense with the steal. Things are getting a little out of control here with 4 consecutive turnovers. And Fro Bagian will come back in for Phan Tran Mun. So a great few minutes of action for Phan Tran Mun there, giving Froy Bagian some time to rest on the bench. Bagian tries to cross Scherer over, but doesn't. Arnold taking it strong to the hoop. No good, gets his own rebound. And the refs say last touched by David Arnold, so it's gonna be Malaysia Dragons ball. And the Boo Birds are out in full force. Let's see on this replay what happened. Viet Arnold had the ball, but lost it. Back here, live action. Dragons doing a great job of trying to find the open man, and that's Eversley, not connecting this time. So he's cooled down a bit since the first period. And here comes Froy. Froy probing the defense. Arnold with the beautiful pass to Williams just misses the bunny, but they'll have another chance here. Avenito for 3. Too strong. So the Saigon Heat with lots of opportunities to score, just not taking advantage of them so far. Shi-Fi for the corner 3, short. Williams with the rebound, gets it to Froy, who pushes it up the court. Froy finds Arnold. Scott wide open with the reverse layup. And the Saigon Heat are getting a lot of great looks, and I'm sure Ariel Vanguardia, as we see the replay here, nice up and under by Dustin Scott. I'm sure Coach Vanguardia not happy with the defensive and rebounding effort of his Dragons. Coach Vanguardia prides his squad on those 2 things. But again, the Dragons just also doing a great job on offense, passing the ball, finding the open man, and Justin Knox knocks it down. Avenito for 3! Avenito not shy to pull the trigger. Dustin scores, but every time the Saigon Heat score, the Dragons just seem to have an answer. In that case, that answer came from Avery Scherer, who's having a great time with that big smile. But his Dragons are only up by 9. Arnold takes 1 too many steps. That's going to be a travel. And The Dragons are going to call a timeout. Both squads just, the Dragons not playing the best defense right now, but they're a tough squad and they're still playing great offensively. So they're able to remain up 41-32 on the Saigon Heat. We'll welcome, this is the ASEAN Basketball live stream. So just a reminder that you can catch ABL live stream action. Every game is on the YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube, search for ASEAN Basketball League, and you'll find live games the entire season on YouTube, which you're probably watching on right now. You can also follow live stats, live FIBA stats, if you go to ASEANBasketballLeague.com and click on the game. You can see all the statistics to the game. Wow, Lo Shifai picks up the trash and scores the layup to put his Dragons back up to 11. One minute left. Dustin Scott takes it strong with his left hand and scores. And Dustin Scott, as we can see in the replay, loves to go left. Loves to go left. Reminds me of one of my favorite players of all time, Lamar Odom, previously from the Los Angeles Lakers, and has a very similar game. Long, likes to go left, can take it to the hole, can shoot the three, gets back on defense, strong defender, great rebounder. So Dustin Scott having a really strong first half here, misses the free throw. And here come the Dragons. Woo. And Avery takes the screen. Nice change of pace dribble. And Scherer has just got a great handle, and he's going to really be a menace in this league. Mad scramble for the ball, and it's going to be Dragons with 35 seconds left. Up 9. Saigon Heat valiantly clawing back into this game. They were down by 14. They've narrowed that to 9. Eversley stepped out of bounds before when he got the pass. So the Saigon Heat will have a chance here. But they're going to call a timeout. Smart timeout for Coach Jason Rabideau. Only 33 seconds left. He's going to talk it over with his players. See if they can draw up a good play here. Maybe get Avenito open for another three-pointer. Dustin Scott has 13 points in this first half, leading his team, where Leo Avenito has 11 points. And even though he's only made one three-pointer, Avenito having a strong offensive showing for the Saigon Heat. But they're only shooting 37%, whereas the Malaysia Dragons are shooting 46% so far. Dragons also out-rebounding the Saigon Heat 23-19, so that size giving them a few extra chances. But I have to say that the Saigon Heat in the second period have had a lot of great looks, and they've been able to convert on some of them, but I'm sure Justin Williams would have liked to have a few of those bunnies back, and Fan Tran Man as well. What exciting stuff we've seen in this first half. As Froy brings it up. Schreier putting some really strong pressure on the ball. Wow, backhand sets a screen for Scott. That's the first time that's happened, and here comes Shifai with 20 seconds left. Does Schreier know that? No. They were looking for the quick score, but now they're gonna wind down the shot clock. 15.6 seconds left. So an unfortunate turnover for the Saigon Heat, and they're gonna ISO Scherer on Leo Avenito at the top. So Leo is all alone. Here comes Avery. Avery. Woo! Beautiful shot from TYJ or Kwan Yung Jing. So Kwan Yung Jing with a buzzer beater puts the Dragons back up by 12. So despite a valiant effort from the Saigon Heat, who came into the first period down by 14 points, they're still down by 12 entering the half. So go get something to eat, go to the bathroom, check something else out, and we'll be right back on the ABL live stream for second half action between the Saigon Heat and the Malaysia Dragons in just a few minutes.
chia sẻ của huấn luyện viên Jason Rapidos để ông có thể nói với chúng ta biết là trong hiệp đấu thứ hai ông sẽ thay đổi như thế nào về chiến thuật. Thưa ông, trong cái hiệp đấu vừa rồi thì ông cảm thấy là hai đội đã thi đấu với phong độ như thế nào?
How will you change on the second half, and how do you feel about the first half?
Well, two things we've got to do better the second half. We've got to defend better, and we can't turn it over like we did. We had 12 turnovers the first half that led to a lot of easy baskets for them. So we've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Thì, trong hai hiệp đầu chúng tôi đã cái điều chúng tôi cần phải làm tốt hơn trong hai hiệp tiếp theo là chúng ta cần phải phòng thủ tốt hơn nữa. Chúng tôi đã có rất nhiều sai lầm trong phòng thủ và đã có 12 lần mất bóng, thì cái điều đó dẫn đến cho họ có những cái pha ghi điểm dễ dàng hơn.
Như vậy như ông nói là chúng ta cần phải phòng thủ tốt hơn, tuy nhiên thì hàng tấn công thì sẽ như thế nào và đâu sẽ là những cái ác chủ bài trong hai hiệp đấu còn lại?
Okay, so you talk about the defense. We have to defend better, and how our offense.
Defensively, where we have to be better mainly is rebounding the ball and finishing our defensive plays. We've given up too many second shots to them. So if we can tie it down defensively, there's a lot of time left in the game. I think we'll be okay.
Ông trả lời về phòng thủ rồi. Trong khi phòng thủ thì chúng tôi cần phải phòng thủ tốt hơn trong cái việc mà lấy bóng bật bảng, và trong cái hiệp 2 này chúng tôi vẫn có cơ hội để có thể giàn hòa lại tỷ số và có thể lật ngược lại tình thế tốt hơn.
Vâng, xin cảm ơn ông rất là nhiều.
Dragons came out in this game absolutely on fire, going up 17-5 within the first 5 minutes of the game. And they've had a fantastic first half. Ariel Vanguardia has played 9 of his players, 7 of whom have scored, and he's gotten 14 points off his bench. So the contrast between the Saigon Heat, very reliant on their starting lineup, their starting 5, and the Malaysia Dragons, a very deep, strong team, showing in this first half. Coach Jason Rabideau from the Saigon Heat has played only 7 players, but has mainly stuck with his starting 5 on the floor. Justin Knox has been an absolute standout for the Malaysia Dragons, leading his team with 13 points and 4 rebounds, and he's done it so quietly that's just the type of player he is. He isn't flashy, even though he had one huge two-handed throwdown in the game, but just kind of does his work and does it quietly, but gets the job done. And he is the rock of this team right now. And another great story is Avery Scherers, the Dragons, in his first game, having such a huge impact, scoring 9 points, including a buzzer beater, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. He is just all over the place and will really help strengthen this Malaysia Dragons team. Chris Eversley, what can you say about Chris Eversley? Knocking down 2 3-pointers in that first period, and just doing all the hustle and dirty work for his team as well. And Mo Tatua leading his team with 8 rebounds. I mean, I could talk on and on and on about the Dragons. It's been a really great team effort, and they've been passing the ball extremely well. So let's see what Coach Rabideau plans to do to get his team back into this game. Justin Williams, Dustin Scott, and Viet Arnold did not sit that entire first half. They played 20 minutes, all of them. So Justin Williams has played 100 straight minutes on the court, and I don't care if you're LeBron James. Basketball is a tough, tough sport, and you're going to get tired. So let's see if Justin Williams, who went 1 for 5 in that first half and only had 3 points, he averages 20 points on the season. Let's see if he can really get going in this half. And we can see they're looking to get the ball to Justin Williams against Mo Tatua, but he's quickly stripped. So Coach Ariel Vanguardia has clearly told his guards that if Justin Williams gets the ball in the post, to double team him. And so Justin Williams is going to have to try to find that open man and know where that double team is coming. Easier said than done. Dustin Scott pulls up 20 feet, good, and he continues his hot streak, giving him 15 points in this game. Dustin Scott, the lead scorer for the Saigon Heat this game. Ooh, and Mo Tatua. Did you know he could shoot a 3? Well, now you do, folks. Mo Tatua is not just a dunker, he's a 3-point shooter. What a beautiful stroke he has, and he nails that one. And if I say beautiful one more time during this broadcast, yeah, I have some serious problems, I know. So Saigon, again, looking to pound it into their big men to start this second half. Viet Arnold against Chris Eversley. What an interesting matchup we have there. Avenito bricks from 3, but Dustin Scott's going to get another chance and drills it. So a great shot for Dustin Scott. He's feeling it. 2 for 2 to start this quarter. Oiban Sin, the floor general, setting up the offense. Oiban Sin averaging a little more than 6 points and about 2.6 assists per game, playing very confidently. Oiban Sin, been on the national team for a very, very long time, Malaysia national team. Gets it back, pulls up, beautiful. I said beautiful. Wonderful shot from 18 feet. Oiban Sin, Nice jumper from the baseline. So Fro looking to create some space for Leo. Fakes the three, doesn't take it. Takes it all the way and just beats the buzzer. Great one-on-one moves from Leo Avenito. Just gets it up over Oi Ban-sin. Ooh, Tong Wen-kyung with the pass to Tatua. High flyer. And that's tapped out by Justin Scott goaltending. And Tatua thought there was a foul there, but doesn't get it, but he'll be satisfied with the 2 points. And Mo Tatua is just really developing this year. Has that three-point shot, never afraid to take it to the hole. Really love his game. Avenito matched up one-on-one on Oi Ban-sin, up and under move. And Avenito with 2 straight baskets, keeping his team up. So the Heat go to a 2-3 zone. Oh no. Dragons moving the ball. Eversley short on the 3, but guess who's there? Justin Knox pulls down his 4th rebound of the game. And the Dragons will try to set up a play to come up against this 2-3 defense. And maybe that play is just a shot from Banoy Sin. Doesn't even draw iron. And here it comes. Oh no. It's going to be a jump ball between Eversley and Justin Williams. So Justin Williams, who came into this game averaging 19 points, 18 rebounds, 4 blocks on 51% shooting, today only has 3 points. And excuse me. And 6 rebounds. So maybe it's the fatigue from the last 2 games and settling in for Justin Williams, who is an energy type of player. Steal from Justin Knox. He doesn't make it, but who's there for the finish? Chris Eversley, who stares down Justin Williams, and they just keep coming at you with Eversley with that 2-handed follow, the 3rd one we've seen this game. And Banoy Sin strips Froy. Great defense from Banoy Sin, showing his veteran defense there. And that's a quick 4-point run for the Dragons. Dragons up by 15. Dustin Scott takes the 3, no good. Eversley with the rebound. Oh, and Eversley is stripped by Froy. Gets it to Viet Arnold, who goes all the way for the layup. Arnold flying through the air. Arnold now with 5 points. Oh, that's just too easy. Oi Ban-sin. Oh my goodness, dancing and prancing around his way. But the Saigon Heat defenders, perimeter players, need to do a better job of staying in front of their men. And we're gonna get a technical foul on Ariel Vanguardia. Coach Vanguardia was saying that Saigon Heat took more than 8 seconds to get the ball from the backcourt to the front court, started shouting at the refs, and he got quickly teed up by referee Ricor Buaran. So Avenito will go to the line to shoot the penalty. Drills it. Saigon Heat still down by 14 points. Makes it again, 13 now. So maybe that's just the push they need. If they can close the gap to single digits here, we'll have a real ball game. But Oi Ban-sin is not having any of that, playing great defense on Froy. Trapped. But is fouled by number 7, Oi Ban-sin. So Oi Ban-sin, Smart play by him. You know, he got the steal in the last play, testing to see if the ref is going to let him play and press. That's his third foul. Avenito has a wide open look, and he is having a fantastic offensive game. Avenito scoring from all over the floor. Three-pointer. Ooh, right in rhythm. Beautiful. Not sure what. It looks like we have a timeout on the floor. So with that three-pointer, Leo Avenito brings the Saigon Heat within 10. With 5 minutes left. You're watching the ABL live stream. What a game Leo Avenito is having. He scores 20 points already, and we're only in the third quarter, shooting 54%, knocking down 2 threes, and giving the Saigon Heat a much-needed offensive boost. Justin Scott also has 15 points to help the Saigon Heat. Right now, with less than 5 minutes to go in this third period, Avery Scherer checks in, and boy was he a menace in the first half. So David Arnold's going to be guarding him one-on-one here. And they're isolating Avery Scherer, who loses the ball. Shifai to Eversley. Doesn't get. It's going to be Saigon Heat ball, and you saw in that play how athletic Eversley is. Goodness gracious, strong, quick. Couldn't finish there. I mean, Justin Williams, one of the best defenders in the league. And here come the Saigon Heat, trying to get into single digits for the first time since the first period. Coach Van Guardia still electing to go with man defense this entire game. There he is, Justin Williams against Justin Knox, the two Justins battling, and he scores. Justin Williams, two of the best defenders and longest players in the league going up against each other, and Justin Williams just better offense beats better defense. And here come the Saigon Heat again. Avenito stripped by Scherer, 2-on-1 break, goes all the way and finishes. And one. And Avery Scherer is proving to be the thorn in Saigon Heat's side right now. Froy Bagan tried to foul him on the floor, but just Avery Scherer, too strong, was still able to go up and finish the play. So Froy Bagan really quiet this game, usually, you know, making his presence felt, but Froy this game only has 1 assist and no points. Crossover, stripped, and it's Heat ball. So Froy Bagian and Justin Williams, you know, two of that big starting five, still trying to make their presence felt. Avenito to inbound, gets it into Arnold, blocked by Eversley. Eversley has a couple inches on Arnold. And here comes Avery, and he has some jets. gets by Arnold. Bounce pass to Tatua. Scramble for the ball, and it's going to be a jump ball. Avery Scherer has 12 points this game, the 28-year-old, 4 assists and 5 rebounds. And he's very similar to Chris Eversley in that he can handle the ball, he can shoot, he can take it to the hole, has great court vision. And the Malaysia Dragons, I've seen all the teams play in this league, and they're looking really strong. I know Bangkok City fans will have something to say about that, with their team being undefeated so far, but the Dragons lost to high-tech Bangkok City in the very first game of the season before the Dragons picked up Avery Scherer. And those are definitely the 2 strongest teams in the league right now. So Vanguardia is going to ISO Scherer up top. Justin Knox sets the screen. Shifai just gets it off in time. Misses. And here's Froy. They get it into Justin Williams. One-on-one matchup against Knox. Great defense from Knox, and here come the Dragons. Eversley goes left and is fouled by Baguio. And that's going to be Froy's second foul. Players asking to mop up the floor, wet spot on the floor. Windoktan checks in for Froy Baguion, going to give him a blow with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. So Eversley, Scherer, Justin Knox, Lo Shifai, and Kwan Yung Jing are in for the Dragons. Scherer takes the high pick, gets it to Knox for the 20-footer, short. Arnold skies for the rebound, tries to settle the team down. Single digits is the goal at this point. Can Abedito score again? Tran finds Viet Arnold, who takes the high screen. Matched up against the much bigger Justin Knox, gets it in at Justin Williams, who is fouled. That's a really great look from Viet Arnold. He saw the mismatch that Justin Williams had down low. So foul on Scherer, his second foul for the game. Justin Williams trying to improve his free throw shooting. Nails it. Justin Williams, such a warrior for the Heat, hasn't sat down in the last 3 games. Misses the second. Here come the Dragons, pushing the pace. Eversley, change of pace dribble, gets it to Knox. Shifai with the floater, too strong. Knox goes back up, in and out, and it's going to be Saigon Heat ball. So Dragons only able to score 3 points in the last couple minutes. But the Saigon Heat have only been able to score 3 points in the last couple minutes as well. So Saigon Heat looking to get over the hill here. Crowd really cheering them on. The crowd can sense that if the Heat can narrow this down to single digits, their team has a chance, and we're gonna have a foul on the floor. On 25, Justin Knox. That's his third. So Ooh, and some words being spoken between the Dragons and the Saigon Heat. Let's see if we could get the replay, but I missed it, but it looked like Leo Avenito and Chris Eversley were not best of friends there, exchanging some heated words. Wow, so that's going to be a double foul called. So one foul on Justin Knox and one foul on Leo Avenado. So Justin Knox now has 4 fouls, which is really helpful to the Heat. Avenado has 3, shoots the 3, in and out. Arnold gets a rebound, and you can see the Heat coming together as a team right now. Dustin Scott, goes for the throwdown, just a little short, goodness gracious. And here's Scherer back to Eversley, who gets the last laugh with a nice alley-oop finish. And testosterone and emotions are running high right now. What a beautiful finish, as you see from Chris Eversley. Arnold takes it all the way, gets it to Avenado for another 3, no good. And here comes Shifai, gets it to Eversley. Shifai to Tatua. Good idea there, but maybe his teammate Chris Eversley wasn't there. So Avenado missing 2 3-pointers in that last setup. He'll really wish he had those back. He had 2 great looks. Fired up. Scherer with the teardrop, doesn't make it. And Viet Arnold will set up the play. Viet Arnold playing a lot more point guard with Froy on the bench. Froy Bagian on the bench. Dustin Scott, fouled by Kwang Yung Jing. So Dustin Scott will go to the line for 2. Dustin Scott, just too overpowered for Kwang Yung Jing. Having a great game. Dustin Scott with 15 points. Although this is his first point of the 3rd quarter, to go along with 9 rebounds. Things are getting really physical here at CIS Arena. Referees have to be really careful to not let this game get out of control. There's a lot of contact, as we can say, Win Nok Tan with his hands all over Avery Scherer. Eversley shoots the 3, doesn't get it. And Kwang Yung Jing with his 2nd bucket of the game. His teammates love him standing up after he made that. 5 seconds left. Arnold for 3, good! It's 10 points. A little too late for Chris Eversley with that 3-point shot. But Viet Arnold with the buzzer beater brings his Saigon Heat back to 10. And we'll be right back on the ABL live stream. You do not want to miss this 4th quarter, folks. See you soon.
Chúng ta sẽ có 15 giây là này. Sẵn sàng chưa? 1, 2, 3, go! 1 đều, 2 1 3 1 4 1 4 2 5 2 5 3 6 3 6 4 6 5 7 6 7 6
welcome back to the ABL live stream. Saigon Heat versus Malaysia Dragons. In case you're catching up with us now, the Malaysia Dragons are up by 10 points going into this final period. And they've had a great team effort in terms of scoring, with 4 players in double figures from the Westport Malaysia Dragons, whereas only 4 players from the Saigon Heat have scored. That's David Arnold, Leo Avenido, Froy Bagian, Dustin Scott, and Justin Williams, the same starting lineup, in to start the fourth quarter. And Bagian with a beautiful pass, and Dustin Scott is fouled, and that is the perfect start to the fourth quarter for the Saigon Heat. Froy Bagian has been really quiet this game. The league leader in assists, he only has 1 assist this game. There he had a beautiful pass to Dustin Scott. And if Dustin Scott connects here, we're in single digits, so Heat only down by 9 now, and definitely within range to win this game. And I was talking about the depth of the Malaysia Dragons. 8 of their players have scored, and 4 of them in double figures, so they just come at you in waves. Meanwhile, David Arnold, who's guarding Scherer, as you can see, Dustin Scott and Justin Williams have played all 30 minutes, and Leo Avenido, who's having some nice trash talking with Eversley, has played all but 1 minute in this game. And Justin Williams rejects Mo Tatua. Tempers flaring here. Let's see if it was a foul. Looked like Justin Williams got all ball in that replay. But Mo Tatua not happy with the call. And the Dragons, not aware of the shot clock. That'll be a turnover for them. And what a great start for the Saigon Heat. And things are getting really rough here. Saigon Heat up by 8 points. And it is a really close game. Let's say what Coach Jason Rabideau wants to draw up. Arnold goes one-on-one. Oh no, that's a turnover from Avery Scherer. And he's gonna go all the way off the backboard to Eversley. Goodness gracious. He saw these guys are like brothers on the court. It's amazing, and Avery Scherer is just laughing in the face of Froy Bagian. And he's got to be careful here. Woo! That might have been the play of the season there. Avery Scherer streaking out of nowhere to get the steal off the backboard. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? To Chris Eversley. The Dragons back up by 10. 8 minutes and 40 seconds left. Saigon Heat desperately trying to stop their 2-game losing streak and get a win at home with the supportive crowd. Here's Dustin Scott, floater, good. Oh, and Eversley has gone ice cold from 3-point range as of late, giving the Heat another chance. Froy, guarded by Uiban Sin, nails. And he has gotten the crowd into a frenzy. 6-point game. It's a foul on Dustin Scott. It's only a second foul for Dustin Scott. And you almost saw Justin Williams trying to calm Dustin Scott down, saying, hey, you know, save those fouls. But Dustin Scott still has 3 fouls to give in this period. And the crowd can sense the fierce rivalry developing between these two squads. And it's a nail-biter. Saigon Heat down by 6, clawing their way back. Uiban Sin, the captain, trying to calm his team down. Here comes Scherer, and that's too easy, but he misses a bunny. Froy for 3. Too long. Arnold gets a rebound. Dustin Scott thinks of the 3. He's matched up against Mo, but he's going to slow it down here, and the Heat are going to set up their offense. Froy trying to get some space on Eversley, who's a fantastic defender. Justin Scott had to adjust his shot, gets it back. Floater, no, and it's a 4-point game, and the crowd is going crazy. Oh my goodness. And Vanguardia calls a timeout. I can't even hear myself think. The Saigon Heat crowd, the sixth man of this team, is coming alive, and they are going absolutely crazy. Oh, I'm sweating in CIS Arena. Woo! The Saigon Heat riding on the energy of their hometown fans, oh my goodness, have gone on an 8-2 run to start the fourth quarter. So in less than 2 minutes and 40 seconds, they've outscored the Dragons for the first time in this game, 7-2. And the crowd is cheering, I am Saigon Heat, I am Saigon Heat. And it is a sold-out arena here, not one empty seat. And they are completely behind their team. Saigon Heat starting 5, exhausted after playing so many minutes, seeing if they can just muster enough energy in this last 7 minutes. I hope you're as glued to your screens as we are here, folks, at CIS Stadium in Ho Chi Minh. One of the closest and most exciting games of the season so far. And the Heat electing to go with the full court press. Arnold on Scherer, what a matchup. Knox hands it off to Oiban Sin, who goes all the way to the hole. Tatua rejected by Justin Williams. Oh man, but Justin Williams picks it up, and back up the Saigon Heat. Oh my goodness, if the Heat had recovered that loose ball, the crowd would have gone absolutely bonkers. And Oiban Sin playing really tight defense on Froy. Froy taking the high screen, three-pointer, too long. Williams skies for the rebound, can't hang on. And what a great timeout call by Coach Ariel Vanguardia. When all the momentum was going Saigon Heat's way, he stopped it with that timeout, and Dragons scored with that first possession after the timeout, back up by 6. Whoa, Knox gets Williams off his feet and draws the foul. Great play by Justin Knox. The very clever up fake. Justin Williams, one of the best shot blockers in the league, quick off his feet. And Knox knew that. Got Williams off his feet, drew Williams' second foul, and gives his team a chance to increase the lead. Justin Knox has played all over the world. He played at the University of Alabama. He played for the North Carolina Tar Heels. He's played in Holland, Turkey, Belarus. He's made his rounds around the world. Just a really solid, fundamentally sound basketball player. And the Dragons, I'm sure, love to have him anchoring their defense. So, Saigon Heat trying to find an offensive answer Oh, and Leo had the space. He couldn't connect, but gets his follow-up. Leo now with 22 points. Woo! Behind the back dribble from Avery Scherer. Can't go above Justin Williams with a great defense. Floyd to Williams for the slam dunk! Oh my gosh! Did you see that? Goodness gracious! And everyone in this building is on their feet. Everyone, coaches off the sidelines, fans off their feet. And Justin Knox says, you know what? 2 points is 2 points. I don't care if you slam it down. I'm going to go up with the left-hand layup off the glass. 2 points is 2 points. Woo, 6-point game. Barn burner here at CIS Stadium. I'm your commentator, Darren Joe. It's a foul on Mo Tatua. And Loshi Fai comes in for Avery Scherer. So, the starting five for the Saigon Heat, you've seen them the whole game. But for the Malaysia Dragons, well, they've been mixing up their lineups, but Coach Jason Rabideau is going to call a timeout. He has 2 timeouts this period. His team is down by 6. And let's see what he's able to draw up for this final period of action. So, if you're enjoying what you're watching as much as I am, you can catch all these games on the ABL live stream. And for those of you, there's another game tomorrow at 4 p.m. Singapore time, 4 p.m. Hong Kong time between the Slingers and the Indonesia Warriors. You can catch that game live here on this YouTube channel. And for you Saigon Heat fans out there, I know there's a lot of you. The next game Saigon Heat have is against the Indonesia Warriors on the 16th of August. That's in 1 week, and that's going to be at 4 p.m. local time in Indonesia, 5 p.m. Hong Kong time. So Saigon Heat going up against the 5th place Warriors. And the Malaysia Dragons will be taking on the Singapore Slingers. That's always a great rivalry to watch on the 15th of August on the ABL live stream, 8 p.m. Hong Kong time. So catch those games on the live stream. Critical stretch of the game here for the Saigon Heat. Can they break their 2-game losing streak? Justin Williams just bothered enough by the tough defense of Justin Scott to not get a clean look. And Freud thought he had a clean steal, but it's called for the foul on Oi Ban Sin. And one thing I love about Oi Ban Sin is he just has that confidence and aggressiveness about his game, like nothing could shake him. And he has that same look tonight. Captain of the Dragons. Ooh. Knox breaks Williams' ankles and hits the pull-up jumper. And the Dragons love to see that. Here they come. So the Dragons have Oi Ban Sin, Mo Tatua, Chris Eversley, Justin Knox, and Loshi Fai. Their starting 5 in. Avenido takes the 3. Nails it. Avenido! Avenido me a 3, man. Woo! Avenido keeping his team close. They're only down by 5. Loshi Fai for the corner 3. Air ball, but who's there? Mo Tatua. And that's Viet Arnold's box out. but it's tough if you're Viet Arnold. You played the whole game, and you have to guard, box out Mota Tua, one of the best rebounders in the league. Saigon Heat here. Ooh, and that's a foul on the floor on Eversley. And he knows it's a foul, but he's done a great job completely shutting down Viet Arnold in this fourth quarter. Viet Arnold this game shooting 5 for 14 with 12 points. Just 2 points below his average, but Eversley has just been a monster on defense. Heat trying to find the matchup. Avenito for another three. Are you kidding me? Avenito me again, baby. Avenito takes the Dustin Scott screen and nails it. Oh my God, that's 2 straight three-pointers and a 6-0 run. Take that back. A 6-2 run. So, woo, and the crowd is just electrified here. Leo Avenito doing everything he can, 25 points. Scott inside. And Oi Ban Sin telling Mota Tua, get back down into the paint. There's no way I can keep Dustin Scott, away from the basket. He's just too big. That's 4 fouls now on Oi Ban Sin. The crowd in absolute suspense over what's going to happen in this next 2.5 minutes. Dustin Scott trying to get his team to 5 points. Differential, and does. Shooting 4 for 7 from the free throw line today, Dustin Scott. And Justin Williams hustles to get the rebound. David Arnold for 3, nails it! And what a comeback we're seeing at CIS Stadium. 3 consecutive threes for the Saigon Heat, showing their heart. With Avenito hitting two threes and Viet Arnold hitting another 3. The crowd cheering. Let's go, Saigon Heat. Turnover, and here comes Froy. Froy with the change of pace. Nothing there. Froy gets it to Dustin Scott, puts it in, and it's a tie game. The Saigon Heat have come back from 10 points to tie the game. Woo! It is 80-80, folks. Here at CIS Arena, I've been commentating these games the last 2 years, and I have never heard the crowd this loud. It is wild here. We got a tie game with 1 minute and 50 seconds. Saigon Heat outscoring the Malaysia Dragons by 10 points in this fourth period. You see Dustin Scott, no defense there with the easy layup. But if you could have seen the last possessions for the Saigon Heat, the last 4 possessions, Leo Avenito hit 2 consecutive three-pointers. Then Viet Arnold hit another three-pointer. And then Dustin Scott had that nice left-handed finish. That's 11 straight points for the Saigon Heat, and they have evened up this game. Coach Jason Rabidow drawing up the plays. And Ariel and Vanguardia saying, come on guys, let's play some defense. Troy oi, Troy oi, Troy oi. So, in for the Saigon Heat. Froy Bagan, Viet Arnold, Leo Avenito, Dustin Scott, and Justin Williams. For the Dragons, Vanguardia substituted. Avery back in. Mota Justin Williams. Are you kidding me? That is Justin Williams' 6th block shot. The crowd. That's a foul on Leo, and that's not good. That's his 4th foul. I didn't see the play in terms of what just happened, but regardless, the Dragons will have the ball. A minute and 45 seconds left, so about 5 possessions left in this game. Eversley for the 2, short. Justin Scott gets the rebound, and here comes Troy Bagion. Bagion backdoor to Avenito, Avenito's 30 points was that backdoor pass. Avenito finished, the Filipinos connected. Avery Scherer. Roy Bunsen had a great look, and he is so upset he didn't make that. Here come the Heat. Bagion just gets it up. We're up by 2 with 1 minute left. Coach Vanguardia has no timeouts. Vanguardia has no timeouts left. Froy for 3. And here come the Heat. The whole crowd is standing. Not one person is sitting down. And they're going to call a block shot. Oh my God, or as the Vietnamese would say, Choi oi. That looked like a clean block. Thomas, and Avery Scherer, who's been taunting the crowd the whole night, goes to the free throw line. And Floyd Bagion has some words for Avery Scherer as he misses. And Floyd Bagion is absolutely mocking Scherer, saying he can't win. It's a rebound, and here come the Saigon Heat. Justin Scott. Gets into Viet Arnold for the finish. This crowd is going absolutely crazy. Look at the pass to Viet Arnold. And the Dragons have absolutely fallen apart. Avery Scherer misses both free throws. And in their trapping defense, Dragons couldn't get back in time. Boy Bunsen, the captain, has fouled out. Viet Arnold has a chance to put his team up by 5. The Saigon Heat were down by 10 points before this period. They've outscored the Malaysia Dragons by 14 points, and the crowd is in a frenzy. Both teams have no timeouts left. Okay, commentator mistake. Commentator mistake. The Malaysia Dragons have one more timeout, but the Saigon Heat, they refound the magic. Even though all their players are so fatigued, that starting 5 is so exhausted, they have all come together in this final period to just create some ASEAN ABL magic. You're watching on the live stream. This is Darren Joe. So if you're Coach Ariel Vanguardia of the Dragons, you're down by 5 points, 35 seconds on the clock, no timeouts left. What do you do? If I were him, I would try to isolate Avery, the newcomer to the Dragons, who's just been getting by all his defenders, and look for Avery or Eversley to create opportunities and open looks. The other option is to get a quick post up with Justin Knox. And the Dragons are stunned. They can't believe what has just happened. With Avenito knocking down consecutive threes, Arnold with the three, Justin Scott with the layup. I mean, it's been an incredible run. Eversley takes it all the way, and what a great play drawn up by Coach Vanguardia. Gets the quick 2 points. And the Heat are pressing and are going to foul Leo Avenito. So Justin Knox has fouled out. And Justin Knox, who has had a fantastic game with 19 points, 10 rebounds, fouls out along with his teammate Oiban Sin. 2 starters have fouled out, and that just speaks to the level of effort and energy that the Saigon Heat have brought this game, especially in the 4th quarter. Avenito scores, making it a 2-possession game with 28 seconds left. So look for the Dragons. They checked in John Ing. I am not sure what the call was there. But the Dragons, down by 4, look for them to go right to the hole right now. Eversley for the 3. Long. And Froy Baghayan is fouled. And because the Dragons are in the penalty, Froy Baghayan will get to go to the line again, who's limping. He's hurt. But he's a warrior, guys. He's an absolute warrior. And, you know, if I'm the Dragons, I'm not happy with that last shot. You know, Chris Eversley, they're down by 4. He doesn't need the 3-pointer. He should have taken that one to the hole, and even if he missed, his teammates could have gotten the rebound. So Eversley, maybe not the best decision, but it's hard to blame a guy, you know, when you're in an arena like CIS with fans like this to not be calm. So Froy Baghayan will try to make this a 5-point game. Misses. Eversley shoots another 3. Nails it. Oh my gosh, and the Dragons are only down by 1 point. 13.3 seconds. And guys, there's been some questionable decisions in this game. Froy Baghayan intentionally missed that second free throw, and I don't understand why. He's hurt, but I don't understand why he would do that, and why Leo Avenito would also intentionally miss a free throw. Just doesn't make sense. It's not like you only have a few seconds left. Anyways, Avenito makes a clutch free throw. There's all sorts of trash talking going on between these teams. It is fun to watch. But Avenito, if he can make this, will give the Heat a cushion. He does. So, Dragons only have 3 seconds to shoot a 3. Low sheet 5. Low sheet 5. Shot for 3. Hits it. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Arnold for the 3. No good. And what a finish at CIS Arena. I am beside myself. AirAsia, his first game in the ASEAN Basketball League, hits a 3 with 1 second remaining to send this game to overtime. I'm speechless. The crowd is in absolute disbelief with that finish. The Saigon Heat looked like they had the game. They were up by 6 points with, I believe, less than a minute left. But they weren't able to connect on all their free throws. Froy Bagian and Avenito not able to make their free throws, giving the Dragons a chance. Chris Eversley came down, knocked a 3 from about 40 feet outside. I mean, to make it a 3-point game. I'm sorry, a 1-point game. Avenito is fouled with 11 seconds left, makes 2 free throws to make it a 3-point lead. And then as you just saw, Avery Scherer, first game in the ABL, knocks down a 3 from the corner with time running out and a hand in his face. Wow, wow. So, Avery, it's 15 points for Avery Scherer. And that was his only, sorry, that's his second 3 of the game. Saigon Heat crowd giving their team a standing ovation. Let's see who Coach Vanguardia puts on the floor to compete with the starting 5 from the Saigon Heat. Froy Bagian looks absolutely exhausted. He's grabbing his shorts, he's limping around. He can barely walk, but he's a fighter and a warrior, and he's gonna play the rest of this game. Remember, the Dragons have had their big man, Justin Knox, and their point guard, Oiban Sin, foul out. So, the lineup they have on the floor are Chris Eversley and Avery Scherer, and these 2 guys have been absolutely terrorizing the Saigon Heat. Mo Tatua is in at center, and power forward is John Ing. So the Saigon Heat have a height advantage in this overtime period. Tatua nowhere to go, gets it to Ing for 3. Too much. David Arnold with the crossover on Shifai. Too long, and here comes Eversley straight at Avenito, right down the lane with the beautiful, yeah, I said it, beautiful finger roll. Incredible. So, the Saigon Heat, with Justin Knox off the floor, have a size advantage down low. Mo Tatua is forced to guard Justin Williams. Justin Williams has 3 inches on Mo Tatua. And Dustin Scott is way bigger than John Ing, who, although he's a great veteran player for Malaysia, you know, is just oversized. So the Heat take immediate advantage of that matchup. What a game for Dustin Scott. 26 points, 11 rebounds, to go with 2 assists. Misses the second free throw. Let's see what the Dragons can do. And Avery Scherer, welcome to Saigon. Avery Scherer, I love your game. I love his game, his swagger. He thought he had an open shot, and who came out of nowhere? Justin Williams with his 7th block. Tatua for 3. Gets hit in the face, but there's no foul called. Eversley can't get by Scott. It's a turnover here, and here comes Williams. Too strong, gets his rebound, stripped by Eversley, and here come the Dragons. Tatua back to Eversley. Finishes calm and coolly. Chris Eversley with an under pressure keeps his composure, flies through the lane and scores. And he's given the Dragons a 3-point lead. Scott against Eversley, trying to get inside on him, but will settle for the jumper, way short. Oh no, and the Dragons have numbers. Here comes Scherer. Scherer loses it. Tatua. And Justin Williams is called for the foul. His third. I'm sorry, his fourth. And I cannot sing Justin Williams' praises enough on the live stream. Even though he hasn't done so well in offense this game, he is everywhere on defense. 15 rebounds, 7 block shots. I thought that should have been an 8th block shot. But Justin Williams, up there with Christian Charles, is probably the best defensive player in this league. A great help defender, but Tatua calmly sinks the free throw and makes it a 2-possession game. Dragons up by 4 with 2 minutes and 55 seconds left to go. Tatua himself has 15 points and 12 rebounds. And here comes Froy with heavy pressure from Ten Kyung. Crossover, nowhere to go, stripped. Froy trying to find an open man. Avenito for 3, hits it. Leo Avenito me a 3. That's Leo's 5th 3-pointer this game. 5 3-pointers this game for Leo. And again, David Arnold does not box out Avery Scherer. And that's another easy putback for the Dragons. Lo Shifai trapped. Whoa. Lo Shifai playing very physical defense on Viet Arnold. Avenito for another 3, long. Scott with the rebound. Baggion thinks about it. Decides not to go. And the Heat need to get it inside. Justin Scott finishes. So the Heat now up by 1 point. Tatua for 3. No good. And Avenito gets the rebound. Ooh, Baggion gets Justin Williams, who's blocked by Avery Scherer. Only 4 seconds on the shot clock. Avenito for 3, no. Justin Williams rebound, no good. Justin Scott, yes. And the Heat go up by 1 point. And you gotta love this game, ABL. This is as good as it gets. Lo Shifai for the corner 3, good. And the ups and downs of this game are unbelievable. Lo Shifai, playing for the Dragons for 4 years, hits a 3 from the spot that has haunted the Heat this game. Scherer hit a 3 from that exact same spot to send it into overtime. Avenito, baseline, foul. And that's 5 fouls on Avery Scherer, much to the crowd's delight. So Avery Scherer is out. So now the Dragons will really have to go to Chris Eversley to create all their offense. Chris Eversley will create and look for the other players to spot up for shots. Avenito hits the free throw. 28 seconds left. And it's a tie game. Coach Rabideau calls a timeout. how many milestones are we going to break in this exciting game between the Saigon Heat and the Malaysia Dragons? Oh my goodness, Choyoy. It's still tied. After nearly 45 minutes of play, 98-98. Both teams striving to get to 100 points. For the Malaysia Dragons, 3 of their best players have fouled out. Oi Ban Sin, Justin Knox, and Avery Scherer have all fouled out. The Saigon Heat hanging on for their lives. Let's see what Coach Vanguardia draws up, but I would think, given his lineup, he's going to look to get Chris Eversley the ball and have Eversley create an opportunity for shooters such as Lo Shifai, Tong Wen Kyung, John Ing. He's going to be looking for those guys. So look for Chris Eversley to create an opportunity. And if I was Coach Jason Rabideau, I would seriously considering doubling Eversley later, farther down in the shot clock. But the important thing will be for David Arnold, who's guarding Eversley, I believe, to stay in front of him and to get the rebound if the Dragons miss. So, the Dragons have Lo Shifai, Wen Kyung, Tatua, Eversley, and Malaysia basketball veteran John Ung. Look out for him in the corner. And Coach Rabideau puts Viet Arnold on Chris Eversley. I don't know about that, but let's see how it goes. So here we go, Eversley with the isolation up top against Arnold. Eversley, 12. And that is a really either a stupid foul or a bad call. Yeah, I said it. I don't think that was a foul. I am biased being a Saigon Heat commentator, but there was minimal contact there. But the Dragons will take the call. And Eversley, as cool as a cucumber, knocks down the first free throw. I mean, the Heat were in the penalty. They can't afford a foul like that. And unfortunately, you know, that's going to really hurt them. So the wind taken out of the sails for the Saigon Heat. They're down by 2 with 15.5 seconds. Now it's Coach Jason Rabideau's turn to drop a play. You know, you have a number of options. The problem is you only have 16 seconds left. So although you would like to dump the ball into Justin Williams or Dustin Scott, who both have size advantages against their Dragon defenders, there might not be enough time to set up such a play. So look for them to get the ball to Baggion with a high pick and roll with Dustin Scott. I think that's another good option. And to set up your shooters, set up Viet Arnold and set up Leo Avenido for possible 2 or 3 point shots. But give the ball to Froy and let him work with screens with Dustin Scott, and hopefully you can get it into Dustin Scott down low or to your shooters, and then you have Justin Williams, who's a fantastic rebounder, to get the rebound. What a game. 15 seconds left. Heat down by 2 in overtime. It's a nail biter here. Saigon Heat fans biting their nails The tension is palpable, and the ball is into Viet Arnold. He takes a screen from Justin Williams. Froy has to shoot the three. No good. 7 seconds left, and the Heat have to foul. They have to foul. And Kwon Yoon Jing with the reverse finish. What a play. What a smart play by the Dragons. And that's going to be the end of the game. And the Malaysia Dragons hang on for a fantastic 102-98 finish here at CIS Arena. And the celebration at the Dragon side is off the charts. And the Dragons, as you can see, taunting the fans that have taunted them the whole game. What sweet revenge for the Malaysia Dragons, who now move to 3-1 in the AirAsia ABL season. And this puts the Saigon Heat to 3-3 in the season, leaving them in 4th place. So, just to recap the game, the Malaysia Dragons got off to a blistering hot start. 17-5 run within the first 5 minutes. Chris Eversley was knocking down threes from all over the court. They maintained that momentum into the half with great team play. 9 players from the Dragons coming off the bench to play and to contribute. And they are having a blast. They love each other. You can see them right now. Kwon Yoon Jing with a beautiful reverse layup to shut the door on this game. And look out for the Malaysia Dragons. But the Dragons were up by 10 going into the 4th quarter. The Saigon Heat made a valiant comeback, outscoring the Dragons by 14 points. And it looked like they had the game, but after a few missed free throws, Avery Scherer, first game in the ABL, knocks down a three-pointer from the corner to send it into overtime. And in the end, the Dragons finish with the win. Just to highlight a few of the top players, I mean, it was as even as it could be. Jeez, I mean, the Saigon Heat shot 43%, the Dragons shot 45%. If you look at rebounds, you know, it's even, assists even, steals even. The only big difference was that the Dragons had 26 points off their bench, and again, Saigon Heat struggled with that, having 0 points off their bench. So many MVPs to this game, but I'm gonna have to say Chris Eversley throughout the entire game, calm, made a clutch 3 at the end of the normal period, and finished the game with 27 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals. And who can forget about Avery Scherer, who hit the game-tying shot and had 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. For the Saigon Heat, Leo Avenado, 38 points with 5 3-pointers, shooting 52% from the field. I mean, that's as good of a game as you're going to get from Leo. And Dustin Scott, a warrior, 30 points and 13 rebounds. Justin Williams with 7 blocks. It was a fantastic game. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope we have more of these games this season. It was a pleasure doing the game. This is Darren Joe, commentating live from CIS Arena. Hope you enjoyed it, folks. Good night.